What is going on, guys? It's another weekend. It's a new weekend. Got a Mountain Dew. Got Tate. He's got a Mountain Dew. And, well, we got the CVX in. I'm going to show you guys that here. Boom. There she is. All in there, nice and purty like. It was kind of a pain. We didn't actually pull the old one out. I'll explain that to you guys later because we're going to get on the road and get going. Get a couple of more parts here just to finish buttoning this up. We have got exhaust manifold in, alternator in, radiator is not in, so stepping on stuff. We're gonna pick up some coolant, put the radiator in, get it all going. I need another gasket for the exhaust because when I pulled this one off, it just fell into pieces, which is good because now I know it needed to be replaced. A couple more things, and we should be able to start this bad boy today. Fingers crossed. We're gonna get this thing started, and then we'll see what's going on after that. But I just wanted to let you guys know we're here, we're working. I'll give you guys an update once we've got it running. All right, so she is running. This is how you can tell. Spilled coolant on the manifold, but it's okay. That happens all the time, at least from what I've told. We got it running. We just need to put wheels back on it, let that coolant cool off the manifold. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw the radiator cap back on. We're probably gonna be driving this thing tonight, so you know if there's any car meets tonight? We'll see. If there's car meets and if this thing is solid and I'm comfortable driving it, we might go check one out. I don't know. But she needs a wash because she's a little bit dusty. I mean, you can see on his back. Yeah. Don't do that. But yeah, we'll see if we can get her driving. Updates coming soon. Bad news. It runs. I mean, it never stopped running. It always ran until I pulled the motor out because I thought the clutch was the issue. It just didn't drive. And when we pulled the motor out, I found out the CV axle had popped back out of its socket. You know, the old one had done that before, and that's why I put the new one in, and then it still made a noise, and I was like, well, what the heck? So it turns out the new one did as well. So what we did after we pulled the motor and figured that out, you know, we put the motor back in, we changed the CV axle. I was able to back it out of the garage, even drive it down the road a little bit, and it was fine. And then I went to flip it around. CV axle popped out of its socket again. It's the socket, you know, it goes into the transmission, and then the CV axle, the joint is in that socket there, and it popped right out. I don't know what the heck is causing that. Because I've never had this problem before, but here she is, back in the garage. I'm done for tonight. I think I'm gonna go out and get some food with some friends and just hang out because it's just, this car is making me mad. We spent all day working on it, all last weekend working on it, and it's just not something that I really want to deal with right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna end that for today. We're gonna go ahead and try to work on this tomorrow, but we might have a little surprise. Tate and I might be doing something with one of his cars tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know about that. If it comes to fruition, we might be able to do it, we might not. I still gotta talk to him about it. But anyways, we're gonna end that off for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, we are here, we're driving, or we were driving. Now we're coming to a stop. This happens every once in a while. Yeah, so we came to a stop here because there's this train. This train goes across the road, and sometimes it just stops in the middle of the road. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, I just wanted to catch you guys up on what we're doing here exactly. So basically I picked up the CV axle remover with the slide hammer tool so that we can try to pull the old CV axle out. I have a couple of ideas on what we're gonna do here. It almost looks as though the CV axle is extended, but only on the inboard side. And I found that out by actually reviewing the footage from last night. I'll show you guys the screenshot I got here and I'll kind of circle it for you. But as you can see, the inboard boot looks more extended than the outboard boot. So that obviously means that joint is moving. It almost looks like the front joint didn't move at all. So I'm not saying the front joint is stuck, I'm saying the inboard joint it's just too loose. What we're gonna do is I actually still have the old CV, the original one that failed. I'm wondering if now it didn't actually fail. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna tear that apart. Tate is on the way, see what's actually wrong with it, just because neither of us really know the construction or functionality of
CVs. We're gonna go ahead and try that and see what we can get going for it. So, but I just wanted to update you guys while I was out here, while I was stopped by this train, and we're just gonna see what's going on with the CV axle. I'll probably start videotaping it once I get it torn apart and clean up all that grease out of there. So let's go ahead and get that going. Well, here she is, everybody. She is driving. I'm going down the highway right now. It makes a lot of road noise. It's a lower car, but she's driving. I drove it into town to drop some parts off at my work. I'm driving it back to the house right now. We'll just park her. We'll try to drive it to work and see how that goes. I think I've got one more thing planned for you guys, but I was just driving and I figured this is the perfect time to let you guys know that it's rolling, show you guys that it's rolling. So let me put the phone down so I can drive, and I'll pick you guys up in just a second here. The entire reason why the video was cut short last weekend is because all Sunday I was working on building this here enclosure. And what is in this enclosure? It is little puppies. Little puppies named Xander and Luna. And we're gonna say hi to them because I think you guys deserve to see a little bit of puppy action. So, all right, off. You guys need to get off. So these guys are gonna be guardian dogs for livestock. Here they are. Here they're jumping. They're jumping like crazy. And they are guarding these goats. That is their prime purpose, their number one purpose, really the only reason we got them. Also, they're cute as hell, so we got them because of that. But they are here to protect the goats because there are foxes and coyotes and other dogs that want to kill our goats. So let me show you Luna. This is Luna. She is a good girl. And this is Xander. He is a good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And that is literally the entire reason why last week's video got cut short, is because all day long I was helping them build this. We had to put this fence here. We had to extend that. We had to build all this. And that's just so that they don't run away, because they're puppies and they want to do that. Luna, off. Get off. They're also not allowed to climb. I guess that's something that guard dogs aren't allowed to do. So I'll show you guys the goats here in just a sec. Here are the goats. We've got Aspen and Buttercup. Aspen is the brown one, Buttercup is the white one. They don't really like to jump on you the same way the dogs do. They're not really into that at all. They actually kind of run away when you try to grab them. Let me see if I can try to pet one for you guys. Look at that, there's Buttercup. Let's see if we can catch her. Here's Buttercup. She's a cute little goat, a little dwarf goat. I don't know how old they are. I really can't tell you. Actually, I can't even tell you how old the dogs are. I think one is 13 weeks, the other is 14, or one is 13, one's 12. But these are little goats. This is Buttercup. She's actually usually pretty hard to catch, but I caught her pretty good this time. So I just wanted to show you guys that because I think you all deserve a little bit of puppy action in the videos, and just to kind of give you an explanation as to why the video was so short last week. So here's our animals. All right, so now you guys have seen the dogs, you've seen the goats, you have seen the Corolla running and driving. Here she is again. She's all put together. Like I said, I was able to drive into town and drive back out. No problems. I'm still scared to death that it's gonna break on me, but that's only because she's done me dirty too many times already. But there's really only one way to see and find out, and that is just by driving it. Can't really figure something out without doing it. So, well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end this episode off for this weekend. I think it was a very productive episode. It was actually just a very productive weekend. I'm sorry I didn't vlog too much of it. I didn't get a lot of hyperlapses. Hyperlapses are hard to do when we don't know exactly what the problem is and when we're just sitting there trying to figure things out. I probably could just cut and edit things, but it's a difficult thing to do. If I knew exactly what I was doing, like an oil change, easy hyperlapse. It was a mixture of diagnosing things and doing things. Like I said, that's gonna be it for this weekend. I'm tired. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end this off. I really hope that you guys like this video. If you do, please share it with your friends. Drop a like at the bottom. Even drop a comment if you want. I know I haven't said anything about comments, but go ahead and do it. Doesn't hurt you. Doesn't really hurt me. It also doesn't really help me, but it lets me know that you guys are engaged. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end that off here. Hope you guys have a good one. I will see you next weekend.